really be scanning to see if there's anybody still there. That was about an hour ago. She had her baby bedded down there. Everybody comes out into the grasslands in order to get a bite to eat. They're kind of like the cafeterias for the animals. You can see just how rich the grass is. I can see one of them still here, tossing its head around. That's a woodland caribou. That's there on the right. It's kind of been a funny caribou because it's kind of been hanging out separate from the herd. Gorgeous animal to get to see though. Caribou have become really rare in the lower 48 states. The last time they did a population count in the lower 48 states, there were only about 20 to 25 of these amazing creatures. They're still plentiful in Alaska and Canada. Down here in the lower 48 states, it is deforestation that has been making the woodland caribou so rare. Remember how gorgeous that one is when it comes to recycling paper products or other responsible timber choices. I gotta give you guys an idea of how few of numbers that is for the lower 48 states. If you look around the car of the tram you are seated in, each car on this tram has about 25 seats in it. So each car on this tram has the same number of seats in that one car as what is across the entire lower 48 states when it comes to woodland caribou. Those big red sheep should be right around this corner.
See any goats?
This side of the hill is actually where they prefer to have their babies. Have their babies up on the side of the hill usually. And it's a survival strategy.
See the goat?
I can see some over there on the left. We're going to go down that road as well. Looks like some of them walked all the way down there. And then, yeah, you see something on the road up ahead. Let's see if this is still a big one. Kitty bit.
Oh, that's
and these are the females. So their horns are a lot more slender, much more dagger-shaped compared to the males. The males have a much thicker horn, much bigger curl to it. I know some of these females, the first two we're going to go by, they have a curl. They got kind of a Princess Leia kind of curl to their horn, but not as thick of a horn, and not as much of a curl as if they were an adult male.
It's on the road.
Oh.
Which one do you guys think is the more dangerous set of headgear? Do you think it's lovely lady
right there.
Or do you think it's
Aiden, right beside the road here. Oh, okay.
If you've got a really good eye, you can see there's a lamb up ahead. That lamb that's on the road is going to be a really good incentive for these females to be more dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
The females are the much more dangerous one. These dagger-shaped horns are pretty dangerous. We actually have two lambs that'll be here on the left. Really cute. The one is trying to nurse.
Maybe.
Gotta get the baby.
There's a baby goat.
Look at the baby go.
The adult male will actually feel it now.
Can't stand by
That the
swimming
horn curls so far that the tip actually
Yeah.
That's another reason why the male horn is not going to be really used as much of a weapon compared to the female. Because if the male gets a tip next to danger, they're getting their eyeball next to danger. Whereas these females, they're going to be able
Don't
to
try and touch them.
next to the
They like little girl fingers. Oh, hi, baby. Hi, baby.
Super lucky. This is the first tour since those lambs have been born where they have been this close and this visible. We've been able to see them on the tours, but usually they're
They are
up on
so
that
cute.
Super
They're
lucky.
cute, aren't they?
With the males, too, thinking about that difference in the horns and how the females are the more dangerous ones with their horns.
Not dolphins.
I've actually seen on some of the males, the horn can grow so far, it can actually obstruct their vision. So they've seen males out in the wild banging their horns up against rocks to break off the tip because it can actually make it so that it's hard for them to see. And that's okay. This horns are made out of keratin. Same stuff your fingernails are made out of.
Whoa.
Same way it doesn't hurt you to clip off the end of your fingernail, it does not hurt those males to clip off the end of their horns. There was actually a female in that group too who had clipped off the end of her horn, so it didn't hurt her either. Now those moms might have their lambs over here because they might be wanting to get a drink of water in order to be able to stay hydrated when they're nursing those babies. This wetland here on our left-hand side is a great source of drinking water. We have our male elk taking advantage of it.
Well, because animals have a different immune system than humans do, buddy.
We got one that is around as well. The majority of them are across the water. They got that difference in headgear, right? They've got the bleeding headgear. They've got the antlers. So you can see how it's how it's covered with that soft velvet tissue.
Tough ears. They are. They're really big. Look at that one laying down even.
That's soft
Is
velvet
that one laying down on the ground?
is that like a
Oh,
They look like a tree.
phosphorus and blood. So the top from the elk's head.
Elk.
That's another reason they just would not want to use it as a defensive weapon. If you could theoretically touch it, if they weren't a wild animal, it would be warm to the touch and you'd be able to feel their heartbeat. That's how much blood is coursing through there.
They're all males.
Sort of injury, that is a bleeding injury.
And then the
They're all
way
and
are those boys?
Yep.
They're all boys. Oh, whoa.
Fingers inside.
oh, look.
We're right by one.
How is he being
You see, Dad?
Plus that one is no, that's a bull too.
Dad, look, there's one really close.
Shut it off.
Right here, Dad.
Yeah.
2 months? That's a bit good. It can take a little bit longer than that, though. The shortest amount of time. They're all males, right?
Yep.
Anywhere from 3 to 6 months. They're growing in those antlers. Now, once they're done growing it in, that's soft velvet tissue.
Probably in the kitchen.
Right? So the blood supply is going to dry up. At
Clean
that
up
point, they're going to be at the height of their
Cleaning the
So
habitat.
at that point, they're going to be challenging each other, and they'll be practicing against all of the vegetation out here. So that dried up tissue is going to naturally dry up, going up the hill. That's how you end up with that classic antler look, like what I held up before the tour. Now we would still see those males as we go around the wetland. There are some other animals that use the wetland as well. Those of you guys who were up near the front who had really good eyes might have spotted that osprey at the beginning of the tour. We have birds of prey that fly in here, like the osprey. We also had a family of raccoons.
Did you get a bug?
Keep
Keep your mouth closed.
Mouth breather.
hour ago, spotted them with their babies right near this corner. So be scanning for those black and tan faces.
Look at those. Those are plants.
Yeah.
Not like they're like white sea one. Yes, they are on the side of the road. If you look at about 11 o'clock.
Oh, right up there.
Be
On the corner. They'll be up here on the left side.
Everything was on the left side.
Yep.
We're lucky. We got lucky.
I know, you did. I was over there.
It's over here. Did you hear that? They said that's
Yeah,
the
and
closest
that
the lambs
in there because it was right at 11 o'clock. And that one actually looks like it might have been one of the parents. It looked
He
pretty
was right
big.
over here.
And
But
the tram driver was saying that it was baby babies that were out here.
Sea raccoons and bananas back
Yeah.
It is, though. It was like right here. I almost wonder if it went up one of the trees.
Where is it?
If Pop-Pop was chasing him, he would be.
Oh, those raccoons are so good at hiding. It is a magical raccoon. It hits them.
Whoa.
There's another animal too in the wetland that's really good at hiding because it's so small. That small little critter though is something you want to be on the lookout for whenever you're next to a wetland because it's going to indicate to you that the wetland is a healthy one. Now it's so small you usually hear that other animal before you see
Ribbit.
it.
Ribbit. ribbit.
There you go. Yeah, I got the answer here right next to me. Frog.
Yep.
Look up for frogs, toads, salamanders, any of those amphibians. When you're next to a wetland, they're going to indicate to you that the wetland is a healthy one because amphibians breathe through their skin.
Yeah, I think those are the ones that we drove around.
They're the first ones to feel the effect. We have a back side view of those males out across the wetland there. And that is a survival technique for the males to be hanging out in a separate herd from the female, except for during breeding season. You'll find them in separate herds. That way the males are not constantly fighting over the ladies.
I love the wildflowers.
So remember how important the wetlands are to everybody, to the elk, to the raccoons, and even to ourselves. We depend on wetlands for our own health when it comes to doing your part to be a responsible environmental steward. Got some more of the bighorn sheep here. Now this one that's closest to the
They're going to be on the right side this time, I bet.
That is a female, dagger-shaped horns again. And then further on we have a juvenile male with the big, thick lines. We also have our two trumpeter swans. They're on the right. Gorgeous bird to be able to see. There are one animal that is a resident animal out here without homes. Those two trumpeter swans came into a wildlife rescue. These respectively are no longer able to fly. So we gave them a permanent home here so that they don't have to worry about their and it doesn't male and it doesn't there. And they do mate for life.
Hey, buddy.
So they do their part to help repopulate the wild.
Mommy, I hope I don't.
And they did a great example. Even though that bighorn sheep on the left is the juvenile, you could still see how as a male how much thicker his horns
Are you
are.
talking about Tony and Don's house?
Yeah. We can go.
We can go pet the goats there. You feed them.
Yeah, there you can.
I
Gus
hope I
is no longer
don't.
around.
Oh, did Gus pass?
A long time ago.
Gus, the big
Oh.
black one.
Yeah, he was the
We
middle.
were so
Oh,
lucky to
I'm
see
thinking about
those
the other one that he
babies.
felt bad for last year.
The baby bighorn sheep up close. We're actually coming up on Baby Central. This
Baby
pond
Central
that is
coming up,
on the
huh?
right-hand side, where a lot of our visiting waterfowl had their babies. We had a family of
Come here, Quinn.
that was born here. So be on the lookout for a small brown bird out there in the water. We had a family of mallards have their babies at this pond. And we had a number of Canada geese have their babies here. It looks like the geese may have walked down the road. Their babies have gotten pretty big. But I do see a bonus animal. If you look on top of the log, you can see a pond turtle.
Oh, do you see that turtle on the log? On the log right
And
there?
reptile. They have to take advantage of these sunny days. There's actually two turtles.
There's like
Actually, three.
Mine's is two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, he just jumped into the water.
Reptiles
And then the
are not
other
able
ones
to
are-
regulate
there's a
their own
baby
body
turtle.
temperature. They are the same temperature as the environment around them.
That's so cute.
So especially for that baby,
That is a
so
baby.
little, it needs to come out and soak up the sun, soak up that warmth, since it's not able to generate its own heat the way we are.
Yeah, go gadget arm.
I can see it looks like it's an animal party up
Don't
ahead.
pull your
in our
toot
second
out on the
meadow. We
trail.
got a lot of animals that are going to be waiting for us up there. Our herd of bison is there.
I see all those
Also,
buffalo up
looks like we're
there.
going to have the males of the bighorn sheep, the rams. And we got some baby bison that are in
buffalo
this
are right out
herd.
there.
We had four baby
Look
bison
at them.
born. So be on the lookout for the smaller, kind of reddish colored one. I can already see a couple of them, but
we're turning.
most of the herd is laying down.
They're going to be on that side now, though.
Really scan and see through the grass for the babies. As you soak up the herd of bison, here the historic number. They've had quite the survival challenge with us humans. There used to be over 60 million U.S. bison on the Great Plains. Oh, and it is a party. We got the Canada geese here as well.
They're having a big party, Quinn, that's enough animal noises.
You look at the Canada geese. I will point out this is definitely our adult male bighorn sheep. You can see how far their horns curl. Now I think these guys have a history over 6 billion.
Oh, they won't come over to you, honey.
They were a really important survival resource for the Native Americans.
Birds just landed on the bison.
The Native Americans hunted the bison not only for their meat,
You see that baby
but their
bird?
hide.
No, I think that's just fuzz, honey, from the bison.
No, there's the 3 birds up on that one.
The U.S. government.
Oh, yeah, they land on the bison.
There was a white-tailed process.
No, I think those are the females of the...
Males. Bighorn sheep. Rams.
No, those are the females.
Those are the males.
She just said they were the females.
If you look further off,
See,
kind of
because
closer to the
theirs are curled.
there's actually 2 more over there next to mom. It's been really fun as the babies have been getting older to see them hanging out together more and playing
Oh,
with each
yeah,
other.
that baby is over there.
So why do we
behind that
still
one.
have this amazing animal if the intent was for them to go extinct? Well, they're saving breeds that we started preserving open areas.
Oh yeah, they're like
Especially Yellowstone National Park was an important resource for them
no.
because there was no hunting allowed in those national parks. So it was almost kind of an accident that bison were saved. What's exciting though is that nowadays there's actually bison in every single one of the U.S. states. You can even find them in Hawaii. The reason for that has to do with the comment I get a lot of times about how the babies look like domestic cows. We have actually bred bison with domestic cows. We use that predator adaptation of the complicated advanced brain that we were born with to turn them into an agriculture animal. That is why you can find bison in every one of the states. And what's even more exciting with the bison is that a year ago, President Obama, as one of his final acts in office, named them our national mammal. Now, speaking of presidents, they actually have a link to another animal that these bighorn sheep we can see have a link to. The link between the bighorn sheep and the other animal is the great rear end that you can see on them. The other animal I'm thinking of is the Roosevelt
That's the
elk
exhaust.
that we already had the males of, and then hopefully we will see the females
Yeah,
of.
me too.
President Teddy Roosevelt is the link between the
The
elk
exhaust
and
from
the
the...
bison, because Teddy Roosevelt was the first president to set aside huge amounts of land. He was an outdoorsman.
I don't know.
He was a hunter. He had developed an appreciation for wild animals through that activity. I can see a wild animal he probably developed an appreciation for that is still up ahead of us. We have one of our mountain goats waiting for us on the side of the road. Now, because President Teddy Roosevelt set aside so much land, he was accidentally responsible for the saving of those bison, and the elk were named in his honor as a thank you. With this mountain goat, though, where is she normally found? In the mountains, yeah. That's why she has her animal name. We're not very creative with naming things in nature again. So not very creative with naming it a mountain goat. You can see the front part of her body is a lot less shaggy compared to the back part of her body. Since she lives up in the mountains, her body has to wait longer before it loses that winter coat compared to the other animals that live out here.
Hi, buddy.
We can take off our winter coat, put it back on again if it gets cold again. Wild animals aren't so lucky. So that's why she still has so much shagginess compared to some of the other animals you see out here. The ones that live at higher elevation and hold on to that winter coat longer. Something else that's kind of an interesting thing that's a difference between her versus the other animals out here is the shape of her hooves. No, you couldn't really see it because of the way she was laying there. She has a lot more square-shaped hooves compared to the other animals that are out here. The other animals, like the bison, they're gonna have much more of a curved hoof to them. She has a square-shaped hoof as a mountain goat, and so that she's got the balance to be able to climb straight up the cliffside on those mountainsides. It's amazing with those square-shaped hooves. They can actually balance something as small as the size of the palm of your hand.
I have been recording for a long
She was by
time.
herself. She can outclimb any predators. Really, only thing she has to worry about is avalanches and gravity. So everybody else was in a herd because there's safety in numbers to have the eyes on the lookout. Mountain goats are going to steer a lot more solitary because they've got that amazing climbing ability.
Have fun, Treck. You don't get anything.
Looks like we have the females of the Roosevelt elk up ahead.
Oh, here's all the girl elk. They're all over the road.
Oh, you guys are going to get a beautiful view up there. I told you guys how the males and the females hang out in separate herds, right? You might notice that a couple of these Roosevelt elk have antlers, though. There's a short pair there on the right-hand side.
I think those are the baby elk.
One whose antlers stick straight up.
The boys here are the baby
Those are
boys.
Teenagers.
Teenagers.
They might be feeling like big boys now that they got antlers, but they are being good teenage males and still listening to mom.
Good
Not quite
job.
old enough yet to go and join that bachelor herd we passed by earlier. We do have a bison.
Oh, those aren't horses. Those are elk, honey.
But the really exciting thing I can
Do you remember the other elk with the big antlers?
straight ahead on the road.
These are the girl ones.
So cute. Those two calves are just adorable.
Look at
And there's the boy, but he's not old enough to go with the boys yet.
yeah, because he's got the antlers, right?
Being a
So the girls
good
don't have
older
the antlers.
example to these fawns and helping to keep them safe.
There's a buffalo. Look, there's a baby
You'll
one.
notice, especially this one.
Quinn, come look at the baby one.
Right now, has a lot of
Here, babies.
I love that they have
Looks
started
like
to
Bambi.
take the babies out in the open.
They're still.
Oh,
I love baby.
They were
There's
just
two.
into the forest, and the spots
Looks like Bambi.
on the younger babies, they were just camouflage to help hide them when they're still young enough that they're just
Bambi
holding
was a deer.
still.
That's an elk.
I know,
That
it didn't
dapple
make any
But they
pattern
still-
is
they
gonna
still
be
look
a
like Bambi.
camouflage with the
Looks like
dapple
Bambi.
like
Another
in
little one
the
there.
freedom.
yeah, there's another.
I love how
Two more babies.
That's a male.
Baby.
Yeah, he's the teenager.
That's a
They're still too young to go with the males.
See, I
Yep,
can't
your hand inside.
Ah.
She's saying.
Adorable. Well, hopefully they will stay put because we're going to be coming down the same road going
look
the
at- there's more
opposite
babies.
direction
Yeah.
in a little while. I told you guys about how the lambs are born up on the hillside.
You know, next and
We're going to go ahead. We're going to go up to the
Gonna go
top of
back
the
down the
hillside
same road.
in just a moment.
Yep.
So we'll be climbing up. Want you to imagine we're climbing up the stairs in their home to the upstairs nursery, and then we'll come back down the same road. So hopefully these elks,
This is really
those
cool.
babies will stay near the road and we'll get
I'm
a
glad we
second
came.
look at
I'm
them.
glad I came.
I am going to
I
have
was
to
probably
pick up my
Aiden's age last
momentum
time
in
I was
order to
here.
get us up the
I was
hill.
Aiden's age last time.
And
I
it
was
is going to
here.
get pretty loud as the engine works to get us up the hill. So I will
suggested
turn off the microphone while we head up.
Good job, Nana.
Just
Yeah,
sit back, relax,
occasionally I come
enjoy
up.
the view while we climb up the hill.
Look at the moose.
Look at the one.
Oh, there's a moose.
Yep, it does look like we do have a moose.
Oh, he was
on the
hiding
right-hand
back
side.
there.
Again, not gonna
He's
be able
behind
to
the hill
slow down
now.
my momentum since we'll have to get up the hill.
They have a bigger
But hopefully it'll
spread
stay
of
down
air.
that road.
Yeah, and it's
and we'll be
actually
able to
solid.
see it when they come back down.
Instead of just horns coming
Yeah.
up, it's just solid. I've been coming
It's like kind of like, you know how
Like it's not separated.
yeah, it's like web.
No,
kind
the
of.
one, two of them are separated, but they're not like branched out.
You know how they
Right.
have like
No, I know
might be able to see soon.
They're even bigger than elephants.
Big to me.
Well, moose are
I
even
don't know
bigger
what
than
the heck
elephants.
we saw.
Probably.
I think it was
It was Bigfoot.
they were big. That's all I know is they were big and they were bedding down. That's all I know.
It was Bigfoot. Bending trees. They see some in this
Oh, Mommy, can I come to the
No, sit over there because I think you guys will get to see some stuff.
reading the
See some stuff. Not disease. See.
You'll get to see some stuff.
might be wildlife preserves for Bigfoot.
There might be.
There he is.
Oh,
A rock.
There's a tree. Where's the tree?
And another one.
shut up, Lance.
Yeah, Lance.
Started it.
I
And I
get
get
so
blamed.
excited.
Nothing changes.
Uh,
Look at that fern.
No, I have enough ferns in my yard. Thank you very much.
Look, why?
That's a Bigfoot.
Looks like they definitely, well, the windstorm hit here too. Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it?
Look.
We actually have a bison that's over here on the left-hand side. We're going to be going on a road that he's facing when we come back down the ridge. But I can kind of go a little bit slow here just for a little while since we got a short little stretch that's flat. We can get a better view
Right there.
of him when we go on the road that he's on.
Oh, I see. He's like Lonesome George.
it might be. You never know. How do you know what his mom named
You
him?
know where Lonesome George is, don't you? He's at the rest stop in North Dakota. Poppets and I know.
Must be albino. Buffalo. That's dead. No, it's wild.
That's what his name was. That's what they called him.
It was a different one then. There was an albino buffalo. What's the name of that albino buffalo?
Oh, I don't remember.
Wasn't albino?
Black cloud or
But they're talking about a different thing, honey.
We're talking about the rest stop. One of the rest stops in
Driving
North
by the
Dakota.
wetlands.
They call it Lonesome George.
Yep.
What do we do when it jumps in? What
Yep.
something falls out?
Believe me, I know the rest stops.
Don't fall down there.
Why not? Wanna do
It
it?
smells like
And
an
we
air
have
time.
finished climbing in elevation. Yay! We'll have a couple more little hills, but nothing that's going to stress out the engine. Just to make certain you're still having fun back there in my first car. Can you wave your hands? Thank you. Second car, you guys still having fun? Glad to see it. And first car, you guys still having fun up here next to me?
That's ridiculous.
they're
Second
loud.
car.
That's a
They just
hearing.
dominated us.
They did.
That's all right.
They did.
Now you might have
It's all right.
noticed the trees look a little bit different up here.
Like Nana doesn't
Especially on
have
the
squirrels
right-hand
in her
side of the
yard.
road. It's got a funny bark to it that comes stripping off.
Oh,
That is an
That's
evergreen,
Max.
just like the Douglas fir, the cedar, and the hemlocks that we've been driving through so far. Called Madrona. We got one more little bison
Let's do it.
underneath the Madrona here on the right-hand side. Smelling some milk. He's got those elephant horns to him.
Oh, he's right here.
Can't look at him. We'll go around a corner and come up on that road. Get another look at him in a little while. Now the Madrona that are above me, they don't have any leaves, right? And I just told you guys that they were an evergreen. What's up with that?
Are you live?
No, I'm not
All
live. That's too
living
much
things,
data.
Whether it's that bison, whether it's us humans, or whether it's a tree, everybody has to worry about the smallest of survival dangers, viruses. That group of Madrona trees caught a virus and passed away. Madrona trees actually have another survival challenge out on the landscape. It's related to these black-tailed deer. Well, like, you can see at about 2 o'clock on the right-hand side. You
Yes, do
see
it.
that male
Right-hand
black-tailed
side.
deer
Black-tailed deer.
looking so handsome there.
Sitting down.
They
Oh,
actually have something in common
Yeah.
with the Madrona
Straight ahead of you,
disease.
Mama.
That is a survival
Straight ahead.
challenge that is also linked to changes
Antlers
in the
sitting down.
environment.
Oh,
Yeah.
to your right.
There were two
hard to
really big
see.
changes that happened to this environment. Get your minds going on what they might have been.
he was kind of camouflaged.
You guys in a little bit. First, though, we're gonna have a gorgeous view on the left-hand side. Mohawk Valley is gonna look really pretty on such a sunny, clear day. And if you follow down, you'll see the road we were on before. That was the meadow we were down on before. Of course, this is the hillside that the mom, I really would want to have their lambs on. That you're a mama big crunchy right now. You can see what a great experience it would give you to be on the lookout for predators.
Don't fall down hill.
There was a predator down there, we have to run uphill. Slow it down, give you a head start. Now, if there was a predator down there, let's say along that perimeter fence you can see, would you be able to see its eyes right now?
No.
No, I wouldn't be able to either. If you were one of those mama big crunchy, you would be able to see its eyes. They can see clearly from a mile away. It's amazing, like having a high power set of binoculars right there.
Sit up, no, stand up.
You spotted scat on the side of the road. Good job. Those of you guys who have good,
No, Daddy meant sit up.
like my guests that are seated up here, you might notice signs of animals.
He meant to say
on
sit
the
up, honey.
landscape. We've driven by some fur that's been shed. We've driven by some scat that's been left on the side of the road. You'll see some clumps of food still on the side of the road too that the keepers have left out. Now we know that that one deer is going to be up ahead at about 1 o'clock or so. Be looking for him again. And have we thought of any changes that might have happened to this landscape? Any guesses?
We'll see him.
The tram. Well, the tram and the road. That is definitely a big change out here. I'm thinking of something further back in time, though, that was an even bigger change to the landscape. I'll give you guys a hint. That meadow we were looking down on was not natural, and neither are any of the stumps. What might have caused the stumps out here? Fire! Yeah, we had that big fire that I said that destroyed the homestead cabin. It was a really big fire that swept through here, and it's some